minutes. Let's give it to him. Here's how it looks for the Kings and the Mavericks. Peja Stojakovic, Chris Webber, Vlade Divac up front for Sacramento. For Dallas, Michael Finley, Dirk Nowitzki, Antoine Walker. And the backcourts look like this. Mike Bibby and Doug Christie, who's played sensationally in the first two games. Steve Nash and the rookie Marquise Daniels man the Walker. Puts it on the floor, the drive, and the rebound will be Daniels. Nowitzki for three. Got it!
And that's another thing that Dallas does.
Getting as many threes as he could take. Nowitzki at the free throw line. Don Nelson, all of the above.
He's a smart guy. We walked into his office and said, well, what do we got to do? And he said, well, we got to shoot.
Are in the scoreboard. Webber backing in on Walker, and the second time he's been too strong with that jump hook. He might try it again. He does, and that time he got it.
Doug Christie made that play. Snuck
Still loose, and Nowitzki's got it. Great hustle by everybody. Nowitzki baseline, yes.
And that's what a good player do. Finley.
The loose ball on the other end after everybody went for it.
There it is. I mean, that ball was waist high to Chris Webber, and he still dove at it. It's not the same type of mobility, but you can see the hustle and the effort right now. Dallas.
Free throw shooting not his strong suit, but he got the second. 3 points for Chris. Webber from the elbow.
It's a nice ball fake. If he's gonna make a pass, got the defender up off his feet.
That's one guy since, you know, Webber came back, has kind of gotten lost in the mix. He's had some injuries. You see Webber running the floor there and laying it in, but this is an all-star center who's
telling all of us before the game. He said it all started when he turned his ankle. That was the first injury. As Nowitzki hits outside, and then for Miller it became an elbow problem.
He just turned and just went right to the basket. So, you know, Sacramento's got to do a better job. Right now, Dallas is cold. Don't let him penetrate.
Dirk Nowitzki is 15 out of 16 from the free throw line. Now 16 out of 17 in this playoffs. Nowitzki over Stojakovic.
Oh, what a shot.
Well, Dallas is really going to...
Dallas from the floor.
He shot this ball off the wrong leg. I mean, he's shooting that off the right leg, fading away.
He's wearing those high ankle brace things now. Whatever.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, that is not a foul you call to get somebody's fourth foul. That's not a foul.
Webber inside takes Walker to the hole.
Just see Webb using his body, because Kings were moving a little slow on that offensive rebound, and Antoine Walker doing a nice job with tons of energy.
Webber does likewise on the other end.
You know, you got to give it to Chris Webber. The guy's obviously...
But he had 9 rebounds in that second game, as well as the tough defensive work. Webber asserting himself and scoring on the putback.
That's tremendous hands by Chris Webber.
Well, he got away for a push there.
Right now by both teams. Finley short again. Michael Finley still having a little trouble, but it's an offensive rebound, and it's Nowitzki for Dallas.
Another offensive rebound by Dallas. Naharad gets it and gets back out to Nowitzki, who hits open jump shot.
Crowd is back into it now, but so is Chris Webber. Man, he's playing like a man possessed. And while we have talked about his limitations, 8 points for Sacramento. A timeout.
Does a nice job cutting down the basket, and go ahead with your bad self, Chris Webber.
And earlier it was Antoine Walker in Doug Christie's grill. 2:35 remaining first half. It's picking up and coming down. 43-41 Dallas.
How?
Dallas comes up with it. Nowitzki inside with a finger roll.
Good job defensively by
game, and I was surprised that Steve Nash is their best shooter. But he consistently beats Dirk Nowitzki in shooting games.
They would have the scoring advantage in this game right now. They hope to slow down that guy, Dirk Nowitzki, Brad. They want to try to get him and Nash into further fouls.
That steal. You see here, he's playing great position there. Terrific defensive position. He's able to see that pass out of the corner of his eye, and he's able to take the ball coast to coast.
Well, good communication. He switched out on that downscreen on Stojakovic and denied in the pass.
Keep him badly, and he is going to become a fairly wealthy young man when the season's over.
It'd be crazy for him to go anywhere else.
Webber, great move with the left hand around Nowitzki. Webber had before going back to Arco.
And if Dallas can win 2 here, as much as Sacramento's banged up, it just plays into their favor. Chris Webber with Great move baseline and elevates and finishes.
He leads the way with 20. This, his last move with a reverse slam. But still, it's not enough against Dallas to this point. They Mavericks up by 13. Their owner looking for a charge. His team charging to the lead here. Walks around going, I beat him, I beat him. That's just the way Nash plays. Likewise to the Grizzlies if they win. 7 and 9:30 tomorrow night on TNT. Couple of game fours.
You know what I like about this game so far as far as the Mavericks are concerned? We've done games before where you'd see guys come all the way down and lay it up. They're not getting any, free baskets. They're following. No. 2 or 3 guys are over there. Now, the defense is not great, but it's much better. At least they're active.
And now the party will begin in Texas tonight. 25-point defeat, the largest margin the Kings have been beaten by this season. Final score, 104-79. Don't forget, Denver and Minnesota following us. Right now for Michelle Tafoya, Dan Marley, Sean Elliott, I'm Brad Nessler. Don't forget, Timberwolves and the Nuggets are coming up. Game 3 is next. It's been a presentation of ESPN, a worldwide leader in sports. Good night from Dallas.